In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about what GenerateBlocks and GenerateBlocks Pro can do. I have been using the GenerateBlocks plugin to extend the functionality of the Gutenberg block editor since it came out in 2020. When GenerateBlocks Pro recently released, I bought it immediately. GenerateBlocks comes with just 4 blocks: the container, grid, headline and buttons block. But these are all that you should need to create a great design. Think about it. What do most page designs comprise? Well, they're a series of sections, each with a number of columns, some text and maybe some calls to action. These might all sound very simple, but each of these 4 blocks has a tremendous amount of individual features, which when combined together allows you to produce a professional looking layout. And of course, for each block, you get to make settings for each device type: desktop, tablet and mobile. So let's have a look at GenerateBlocks. I'm over at my demo website and you can see I've got the GeneratePress theme installed. Now you don't need to have the GeneratePress theme to use GenerateBlocks, but there is a couple of things that get inherited by the GeneratePress theme, one of which is the container width, but it's not essential to have the GeneratePress theme. So to start, I'm actually going to create a global style. Now I have GenerateBlocks Pro, and global styles is one of the elements of the premium plugin. So I'm going to create a global style for my buttons. So I call this one button, and then I'm going to add a buttons block. And I'm going to give it a background colour of my accent colour, which is this pale pink colour. And then for hover, I'm going to keep it as black. Okay, so that's going to be my standard button that I'm going to use in my designs. That's all I need to do. And what I could also do is just give it a name, pink button. So I'll save that, and now I'm going to go back and start a new page. Right, the first thing I'm going to do, because this is a landing page, I'm going to set the layout to be no sidebars. I want the content container to be full width, and I'm going to disable all these elements here so I get a completely blank page. So let's give it a name, and then I'm going to publish that now. The first thing I'm going to do is to add a block from the template library. The template library is one of the features of GenerateBlocks Pro, and it allows you to quickly create sections for your pages. So let's go into that template library, and now I want to start with a call to action. Actually no, I'm going to start with a hero. Pick this one here. So I've got the basis of my hero section, and all I need to do is to swap out the pictures and change the text. But I'm going to leave that there for the moment and carry on so I can show you how I create a whole landing page just using the templates library from GenerateBlocks. Let's take a quick look at what this block here that I've imported comprises of. So what I've got first of all is I've got a container block. So it's a full width block, it's got a contained width, and the container width has been set to 1100. Now the container width has been set by GeneratePress. So this is where having the GeneratePress theme can be a little advantageous. Now inside this block I have a grid, and that grid is comprised of 2 separate containers. So if we look at one of those containers here, so this is the first one. So this has all the attributes that the outer container had as regard typography, spacing, colours, backgrounds, etc. And on the right hand side, let's go to that, we've got another container here with an image in it. So if I wanted to quickly swap these over, I could just do this and my columns are swapped over. Now this button here, I'm fairly happy with. Let's just do something with the border. I would like to change the colour from purple to black. I need to go to colours, and on the hover I'm going to change the border colour over to black. I'm not happy with that purple colour, so it's now black. So I'm going to carry on and add some more blocks. So let's go to the template library again, and I'm going to put in a couple of posts here. There you go. And I'm going to change the button to use one of my global styles, which is the pink button there. And over here I'm going to use a global style again, pink button. There you go. So it looks like my style. Actually, to make this hero section more in keeping with my style, I'm going to edit the container, and I'm going to go to backgrounds, and then I'm going to edit the gradient that's been put over this picture. So let's change colour 2 to be my pale pink, and colour 1 I'm going to set to just a sort of a light grey. There you go, so that is now in keeping with my style. So let's carry on and add some testimonials. And again, I just want to make it into my style, so I'm going to edit this headline here, and for the colours I'm going to change the icon colour to my pink colour, and I would like to do this across all these 4 testimonials. So I'm just going to do copy style and then click on this one here, paste style. That didn't work. Paste style, paste style. There you go. So that looks good, doesn't it? What I could do here on this container is to just change the background. So let's put a background in. So I'm going to go to colours and then background colour, and I'm going to put in my accent colour, but I'm just going to make that just bring that down a bit. So now what I would like is a section where people can get in contact with me. So I'm going to add another template library, and then I'm going to choose contact, and then I quite like this one down here. And again, I'm going to change the colours on this. So let's go to colours. The border colour I'll change to my pale pink, and on these headlines here that have got an icon on, I'm going to change my colour, copy style, paste style, and then I could swap out this picture here to something that's more in keeping with my style. And lastly, I'm going to add a footer box. So let's go for this one here. Okay, so let's update that, and let's have a little look at how this appears. I could put some spacing in here, which I think I will do. There you go, that's how it looks. I'm not quite happy with this colour here, it looks a bit odd, but let's go and make those changes. So on this container block, let's go with, I want the grid, I want the container, spacing. So for the spacing, we've got top and bottom is 0, so let's change that to 100. And then down here, let's change the background colour to our pink colour. Actually 0.2 was quite good. There you go. Update. I spent a little bit of time just tweaking it a little bit, and this is what I have ended up with. Okay, so I hope this little tutorial has been helpful and you got to know a little bit about what GenerateBlocks and GenerateBlocks Pro can do. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to visit my blog wpkind.com for lots more WordPress tutorials for beginner bloggers.